rocket stove going out here. I absolutely love this stove because it is portable. I mean, you can put this wherever you want. I could take it outside during the day. I can have a blazing fire. I can boil water on top. I could almost use it as a forge for blacksmithing because it does get so hot. Obviously, good airflow is imperative for it, but we've got some birds visiting. Anyways, so as you can see in my hand, I've got some 22 gauge stainless steel wire I'm going to use to create some snares. I don't think a person needs to reiterate the importance of passive hunting. It doesn't require calories other than setting and checking, so it's very important. Anything you can do in the bush to conserve calories, you're going to be doing pretty good. So don't have a lot of this here. You got a big roll in the house, but I'm going to make 2 snares out of this. Now, I don't have a lot of ground cover in my environment. I have a ton of animal movement, but I don't have a lot of ground cover, so I'm going to have to make the leads on my snares just a little bit longer so that I can tie to a strong enough structure far enough away from the snare. So I think I'm just going to use my arm width. That. One thing you never want to do with snare wire is kink it. You can get kinks out, but kinks are very bad because they prevent your snare from wanting to close on itself. So I got my trusty Leatherman here. This is what I would be taking with me if I was to go. I do love my Bear Grylls, but I think the multi-tool would be more than sufficient. All right, put that back. So I've got myself a strand of 22 gauge stainless steel snare wire, somewhat close to about even height with myself, so we're looking at about 6 feet worth. See that? So I got one of the reasons why I really stress on carrying a multi-tool in the bush is simple things like this. I mean, if you're making fishing hooks, small things, but with snare wire, we have to create a nice loop. It's definitely a lot easier to do with pliers. So I'm just gonna bend this over without kinking it, which is sometimes easier said than done. Doesn't have to be perfect, but hey. Just gonna lock it in the ears. Come back around my wire. And I'm just gonna start folding the tail back around the lead. Now I could use a whole lot of extra wire here, but I really don't want to, because in a situation where you rely on your wire, you're gonna need it. You don't want to be wasting. Big thing on this is you really don't want snags. So if you have any access, you really want to cut that off, or it's going to give you troubles. All right. So we got the loop. We got the rest of it. Now I'm just going to keep this in its nice wound structure. I'm just going to close the loops a bit, because when we're going to set this, or looking for a place to set, creating a snare or trap line, I want this in my pocket, and in a real life scenario, probably